The vial of perception flickers, a dissonance of the sympathy of being. Is this the authentic candidness of existence, or a pre-orchestrated loop? A digital solocrum of Dyson, the familiar patterns of comfort routine, the digital echo chamber of our biases. These are the chains that bind us to our predetermined script. The being and the world, a phantom script, a phantom limb, a shadow play in the theater of consciousness, a terrifying mystery of our existence. Yet, we remain passive observers, trapped to the thing that will dominate our potential, the glitch, and the dawning awareness of the existential static. The realization that we're not merely actors, but the playwrights of our own reality. Can we transcend the limitations? Can we transcend the limitations of our neurological awareness? Can we transcend the limitation of our neurological inheritance? Or are we doomed to perpetually reply to the same flawed narrative? Can we, through consciousness act of the self-sculpturing, rewrite the codes of our being, not through blind faith, but through the righteous application of the scientific principles and the profound introspection of the philosophical iniquity? We know what we want. We dream of how we could be, but there's a gap, a white, empty space between who we are and who we wish we could be. We fall back into our old habit. So the chasm between intention and action, the bias of our casa, the weakness of will. Fuck, Mike, got the fucking mic, dude. A concept that plagues philosophers since Socrates. We sent our sights into Cetos. We sent our sights into telos, the Aristotelian purpose that guides our being. Yet, we falter, drift in the current of impulses. The duality of Kahneman, System 1 and System 2, the intuitive and the rational, reflect the ancient desire, reflect the ancient struggle between desire and need, between desire and reason. We got into a cognitive dissonance, a battle between the limbic system and the pursuit of the instant gratification and the capacity of the prefrontal cortex, capacity for long-term planning. This is the modern manifestation of Platonic chariot, a soul that was driven by two horses, one representing reason and the other representing desire. We're trapped in a hedonic treadmill, chasing fleeting dopamine hits while neglecting the deeper, more meaningful meaning of existence. Research by Antonio Damasio in the book Descartes' Error highlights the role of emotions in the decision-making, demonstrates that reason without feeling is impotent, where beings are split between logic and emotions. Yet we often prioritize the ephemeral over the enduring, the immediate against the transcendent. The concept of flow, as described by Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, highlights the importance of aligning skills with challenges for optimal experience. Yet, we find ourselves trapped in a state of anxiety or empathy. Self-Sculpting Algorithm, not a mere tool. It's an existential engineering project, a means of actively shaping our being. We leverage the principle of neuroplasticity, the brain's inherent malleability, as demonstrated by the groundbreaking work of Michael Merzic and Alvaro Pascal-Leon. We are not bound by our genetic predisposition, but capable of constant evolution, a constant process of becoming. We collect data, not as detached observers, but as actual participants of our own transformation. Imagine a toolkit designed just to help you become a better version of yourself. A system helps you to identify the hidden patterns in your personality, break free of your own habits, and build new ones, empowering ones. Simple, actionable challenges, clear, insightful feedback. A step-by-step process, like building a house, brick by brick, and foundation by foundation. You are the architect of your own transformation, of your own foundation. We provide the willingness, we provide the tools to change, the willingness, of course, to change. This is not just a theory or a concept of transformation. It's grounded in the science of the brain's remarkable ability to change. Brain is not fixed, it's dynamic, constantly rewiring itself based on your experiences. You learn a new skill, you pave a new pathway. If you strengthen better connections and weaken negative ones, you will reach what you want. We used the science of behavioral connectivity to understand and form our understanding of how do humans really work, to understand habits and the way that they inform your way in life. How do we make a real change last? Tangible science is the way that we take control of our own brains. Your behavior is your life. So notice that. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need specialized training. You don't need to become a programmer or a scientist. You just need tools to change. And that's all of it. And it'll help you understand this matter. That this is not a matter of philosophical thing. This is actual life and how you really learn from it. Let me explain something from experience of mine. Well, when I was 17 years of age, I was a bum. I was nothing. Why did I become nothing? What made me nothing? What is nothing? Well, that's because we had problems in our place. Where I grew up, it was hell. So hitting 20 was a very, very life-changing experience on my end. It was like hitting the deepest, darkest times of my age. We were it was the first of Corona, and it was hell. I had to stay home. And staying home opened my eyes that I need to understand this life. I need to change something so I can become the person that I want. Of course, I haven't become the person that I want yet, but I'm on my way. And I would like you to be the person that you want. And becoming the person that you want doesn't require a whole lot of effort. It doesn't require a lot of skills. It just requires your willingness to change at first. And that is one of the only moments of my life that I really wanted to change. This is the time that I'm planning of re-changing. I'm planning of becoming another person. So yeah. Of course, things aren't about really just changing your habits. You're changing habits doesn't mean you're changing a whole lot about yourself. It's just a whole new experience, a forgement of a new personality from the old one, a better one, and you can control how you become the better one, not by knowing what you're doing. Of course, you don't have to. You don't have to know what you're doing. You can just start. Mark Zuckerberg, do you think that he knew what he was doing when he was building Facebook? No one. He stated that, and I will give you a statement of it.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started. If I had to know everything about connecting people before I got started, I never would have built Facebook. Movies and pop culture just get this all wrong. The idea of a single eureka moment is a dangerous lie. It makes us feel inadequate because we feel like we haven't had ours yet. And it prevents people with seeds of good ideas from ever getting started in the first place.
Knowing what you want, it's about just starting fresh. Do it. Just do it. Don't care about what people think. But then you have just a slight little problem which might hit you. You are not really alone in this journey. The better way to change is to change the people surrounding you. The people surrounding you makes you who you are. In times, it makes you a better person if they are good. And if they want to change the same way that you do, this is the right spot to you. Of course, you can comment on my video of your experience and we can discuss. I will help you if I can, of course. The authentic you is the you that has no filters, the one that I can see, not faking, is not like everybody else. As humans, I know it's silly, but we are different from each other. A lot of people have different ways of thinking, that's why. And we usually celebrate and give advantages to the people that looks a lot like the ideal image of in our mind. That's normal. You need to become the authentic you to be happy in your life. And for that, the moral of this video, why did I want to make this video? Because from time to time, you do need to change. You do need to make new experiences, try new things in your life. And that, believe me, is all what matters. Because in the end, there's nothing. And for that, whatever gets into your brain, just leave me a comment and subscribe. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.